How's it hanging, fellas? I'm OrosZ, and this is the first episode of Mortal Kombat, the 2011 Mortal Kombat, that is, the reboot. I kinda done these out of order because my first Let's Play on this channel ever was Mortal Kombat 10, or Mortal Kombat X, however you want. Actually, the version I played was Mortal Kombat XL. Then I did, when it came out, Mortal Kombat 11. I never done the DLC. And now, after all this time, I'm doing Mortal Kombat. Well, I'm playing the complete edition, but I don't really give a fuck what that is. I'm playing this on PC, by the way, so this is pre-recorded footage, because if you don't remember, I kind of bring it up every time I record stuff, kind of a Let's Play on PC. See, I'm playing with an Xbox controller, wow. Me, such a big fucking Sony fanboy, playing with an Xbox controller? Can't be. Not to mention my Xbox controller is broken, and my R1 button, or whatever, right bumper, doesn't work as it should. You have to press it really fucking hard for it to work. Yeah, so it came out in 2011 after what the fuck were they called before? NetherRealm Studios, what the fuck were they? Midway. Midway had a lot of trouble. The previous Mortal Kombat weren't very good, and they were kind of going bankrupt from what I remember, and Warner Brothers bought them. And with that came the reboot, which is what we're playing right now. I gotta say, I really love this game, and a funny story, I actually recorded this Let's Play twice. Oh yeah, Johnny Cage did. So this is, you might be thinking like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck happened? Sonya's dead too? This is actually the ending of Mortal Kombat Armageddon, which is the game that came before the reboot. I think this is the most clever way to do a reboot, actually make a reboot that's a sequel, instead of just being like, the other ones didn't happen. Yeah, they did happen, but the timelines were reset. See, like, everybody's dead, there's fucking Nightwolf, Cabal, I think that's Kenshi, Melina's dead, Quan Chi's dead, Liu Kang was a zombie for a while for some fucking reason, I don't remember why. Even, who's that at the very top? I think that was, Shang Tsung. And the only two left alive were Raiden and Shao Kahn. And now they're fighting to the death, and Raiden kinda realizes that Shao Kahn's gonna win. So what he's gonna do is gonna send a message back in time to before the events of the first Mortal Kombat, so that Armageddon can be prevented. And he's gonna do that thanks to his magic powers. And, you know, with that comes the reboot, which basically restarts the story. I really love it. Also, I should have turned on the subtitles. I did it later, but I kind of forgot. It kind of sucks because this game is mostly cutscenes and you just can't fucking tell what they're saying because I'm talking over it. So, you know why I fucking recorded this twice? My first attempt, I was like, oh, I'm gonna try PlayStation Now. I'm gonna try out this service. And I tried it out on my PC, and it worked like garbage because I have a very shitty internet connection, I can't help it. And I played through most of the game with input lags, and game just like glitching out sometimes where I couldn't see shit on the screen. And I recorded a lot of the game like that. And then I was like, I'm fucking insane. Why am I recording this fucking pile of shit when I can just get the PC version and get the game looking way better? Which is the footage that we're watching right now. I kind of regret deleting that footage from PlayStation now. I could have uploaded it. Who must win? Raiden. Voiced by Richard Epcar, who also voiced the Jigen, Daisuke from Lupin the Third, which I've been talking a fucking lot about recently. He also voiced the Bobo in my favorite anime, Bobo. I think that's what it's called. There might have been a few more bows, but I don't remember. Who else he voiced? I think he voiced some JoJo characters. I don't want JoJo. I was Bobo.
What is wrong?
What the fuck's wrong with you?
Strange visions.
Yeah, so see, Raiden got a vision before the events of Mortal Kombat, and before you call bullshit that, oh, if Raiden got a vision before the first Mortal Kombat, then he wouldn't let Armageddon happen. So this is a time paradox. It isn't a time paradox, because I like how Mortal Kombat explains it. He sent this vision to himself from a different timeline, not from the past. So we're in a different timeline, the rebooted one. As you can see, Scorpion is evil because he is a servant of Quan Chi. If you don't remember or didn't watch the movie, which I highly recommend watching the Scorpion Revenge movie because that's the only good one in my opinion. And the original one is good. Mortal Kombat 2, the movie, fucking sucks. The new recent one is okay, I guess. I don't like it very much. There's a lot of shit in it though. I feel like, I don't know, they could release some kind of a director's cut and explain, for example, one little detail in that movie that pisses me off. What's happening to Shang Tsung in that fucking movie? He's keep like going more evil and evil. It's like, what the fuck? Johnny Cage is in here. Funny. Not that Johnny Cage isn't funny later, but he just like becomes like a dad. I honestly never minded the newcomers, like Kathy Cage. I like Kathy Cage. I like Takeda. It's kind of bummed out that they didn't return him in 11, because he was really cool.
They might as well give me the belt right now. But they do have belts, right?
What do they give out?
Appearances can be deceiving.
Yeah, so Johnny Cage is still convinced at this point that this isn't real and it's just a movie.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. Who's it gonna be?
Also, speaking of something, designs in this game, going back to this game, a lot of people complained when 10 came out, and they were like, oh, why they made the boobies smaller? Why they made the female characters look realistic instead of like a bunch of sex dolls? I'll be honest with you, I fucking hate the designs in this game for the most part. Scorpion looks kinda dumb. I don't like how they try to make him look like an actual scorpion. Sub-Zero looks cool. You can kinda hear my inputs in the background, but I should talk over that stuff, you know? I hope I didn't record it too much, fucking... So, I was recording a lot of stuff on PC, but what I didn't realize is that while I was doing that, I didn't turn off the microphone on my computer. Which I said that this doesn't work, that's why I'm recording. For some reason, like, it doesn't register any other microphone other than the built-in one, and the built-in one sucks ass. So I cannot record footage and commentary at the same time because my computer just doesn't recognize its microphones for some reason. And only microphone it recognizes is the built-in one, and the built-in one sucks ass. So in the background, I can hear, at least because I'm wearing headphones, I can hear like me actually playing the game. Johnny Cage is pretty cool to play, from what I remember. There was only a few characters who I genuinely disliked. Also, to be honest with you, I love Mortal Kombat and it's my favorite fighting franchise and it's probably the only one I actually play. But I'm not very good at fighting games. I honestly prefer fighting games that have like this more Street Fighter-like combos, because if you don't know, in Mortal Kombat you can chain combos together by like, while you finish doing the first input, you're already doing the second one while the character haven't even finished their first input. I'm not a big fan of that, to be honest, even though that's kind of the standout thing about Mortal Kombat. But yeah, I don't know. Also, the game doesn't look all that great, but that's because I'm playing the PC version, and you guys just gotta fucking excuse it, that's just how the game looks. If I played some kind of an HD remaster, then sure, it'd probably look good, but I'm not playing an HD remaster, I'm playing a fucking original release. Well, I'm playing the collector's edition, I don't know when the fuck that came out. Shame this game didn't get re-released, because the PlayStation 3 version actually had Kratos as a guest character, which is pretty insane. They both throw green balls at each other, which is stupid. Reptile, we never play as Reptile in this entire game, he just gets his ass kicked. I feel bad for some of these side characters. A lot of characters in Mortal Kombat just don't get attention.
He got caged.
Like, Reptile, I don't think he's ever like the focus of anything.
I'm so pretty.
He never gets his own chapter.
You down, I'm taking you down, I'm taking you out, I'm taking you out, and I'm taking you out for dinner.
Oh, gross. This handsome man asked me for dinner. Barack Obama? Wow, nice flight. But Johnny can fucking do that.
Okay. Nice makeup. But is it really necessary?
I like how he's still convinced that this isn't real. Was Baraka in the movie? The new one? I don't remember Baraka being in the new one. Was he? I can't remember. You know what's the worst part about the new movie? The new character they added? What the fuck was his name? Cole Young, that was his name. He sucks. I hate him. I don't know why the fuck they even needed him. They just couldn't fucking have Johnny Cage. They teased Johnny Cage at the end, and it's like, I mean, I like Johnny Cage, but I don't know if he's at this point such a big fucking deal that I'm gonna go like, Johnny Cage. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, we already met Scorpion, Sub-Zero, and all these other cool fucking characters. If they teased Shao Kahn, I would go like, oh my god, Shao Kahn. But with Johnny, it's like, I mean, I guess I expected him to show up at some point. I hope the second movie, if it happens, is way better, because it might make me think like, you know what, as two movies in a row, this is overall good. But if you just watch the first one, it kinda sucks. And the original 90s movie I really fucking like. I think it's actually more faithful to what the fuck was out in Mortal Kombat back then. Because back then Mortal Kombat didn't hit as much lore and story as it does now. So you can excuse that it's like making up some shit. The only problem with that one is that it's not very gory, but I guess it's fine. What the fuck did I just do to Baraka? I think Smoke is one of the characters who I dislike playing as, because he has a lot of like teleport moves, and usually teleport moves are cool, but I like teleport moves when they also chain with an attack. But this one doesn't. I mean, Smoke's.
We're doing Tommy Scissorfists.
Tommy Scissorfist. We play as Smoke later in the game. Smoke doesn't reappear in 10. I mean, he kinda does as Triborg. And in 12 he's just gone. Also, 12, 11. Also, the ending of Aftermath, I don't know what the fuck it's in it because I never played it or watched it, but from what I know,
Whoa, wait a second. I'm not gonna kill
the ending of Aftermath sets up another reboot. And I was like, really? I thought it was just gonna simply fucking continue with the ending of 11 with Liu Kang becoming the Elder God now.
Really?
Instead of Raiden.
Now where'd that hottie go?
It doesn't?
You fought well. Thanks. Nice hat.
You should be more respectful of Lord Raiden. He is the protector of
Okay.
Earthrealm, the god of thunder.
Yeah, I was talking about designs. Every single male character has the same body build with huge fucking shoulders and huge fucking chests.
We are fighting for the very survival
And
of
it
Earth.
kinda goes the same for girls. They sure do have huge fucking chests and huge fucking asses. And it's just so fucking dumb. I hate it. I actually really like how characters look in 11 because they look realistic. Which makes fatalities even more gory because it's pretty fucked up.
Our world into his. Outworld, yeah, right. The Elder Gods created the Mortal Kombat tournament to give Earthrealm a chance to
Speaking of bullshit fantasy like Mortal Kombat, I finished watching the He-Man Revelations.
Dun, dun, dun.
And the last episode is really cool.
I'm an actor.
Pretty
I save
much,
the world for the cameras.
the main fucking thing, the reason why Evil Lyn, who now was He-Man, lost. Also, Skeletor turned into a He-Man, Adam turned into a He-Man, everybody's He-Man. Evil Lyn is He-Man, Tila turned into the Sorceress of Grayskull. What Evil Lyn failed to realize, by the way, is that when she brought everyone back from the death, she also brought back Orko, who died in episode 5. So he's alive now. And yeah, he kicks Scareglow's ass even though he doesn't kill him. So I'm assuming Scareglow's gonna come back at some point. Because I didn't expect this series to end with like a cliffhanger for a continuation.
Listen, I've got serious problems here.
I really should have turned on the subtitles. You can't fucking hear anything they're saying over my shitty voice, right? Speaking of my shitty voice and his shitty hair, Jesus Christ, looks like fucking hay. Terrible.
Look, baby, I can't let you run loose
Baby.
without an escort.
An escort? Are you an escort now, Johnny?
I don't need an escort. And I'm sure as hell not your baby.
I mean, look at her fucking tits, Jesus Christ. And she's wearing high heels too? I never noticed that one. I hate it. It's like some kind of 12-year-old fucking wet fantasy, because he's like, oh, I like guns and I like hot chicks. Here's a hot chick with guns. Big fucking guns. Thankfully, I can point out how much I hate her design by beating the ever-loving shit out of her. So that's nice. Did you know that Kratos is banned in Mortal Kombat? Some people call this Mortal Kombat 9, because it's the 9th Mortal Kombat, but it's not in the title, so I'm not gonna call it that. It's just Mortal Kombat to me. Or Mortal Kombat 2011, some people call it Mortal Kombat, depending on the console they played it on, like Xbox 360. I played on Xbox 360 first, on my friend's place, and I got my ass handed to me by him because he was really good at this game and I haven't played it at all.
Johnny Cage.
That was
wins.
pretty easy.
Round 2. Fight.
The fuck I was saying? Oh yeah, so they're fighting. There's a lot of like talking between Tila and Evil Lyn. Tila says like, "Oh look, the universe is so depressing. Stop being evil." And she's like, "Fuck you." And then Tila does some fireworks later, and that convinces Lyn to not be evil. And I guess overall, at the very end, she's not evil because the last time we see her, she leaves her magic specter in the ground, and she just walks away. Andra becomes the new Man-at-Arms, which I didn't know Man-at-Arms was a title. I thought it was just a name he had, like a nickname. But I guess it was his title. I don't mind that, because I liked Andra, she was kinda cool. I didn't like Tila. And then they implied that Tila and Adam had some kind of a romantic relationship, because they touch hands standing on a balcony, and it's like,
Not bad for a
were they?
girl.
Like in love? I thought they weren't, I thought they were just friends.
I don't need
Honestly, I was expecting
Fine.
Andra
Have
to
it
be
your way.
Tila's
I'll
girlfriend.
just leave you to your...
They definitely had more fucking chemistry going on.
idea.
Thank you, Kano, thank you for getting rid of Johnny. So nice of you.
Now that he's softened you up,
I don't like Kano's design in this game. He looks like my uncle or something.
Not man enough for a fair fight.
I don't do.
I do love Kano though. He's one of my favorite Mortal Kombat characters. Who's your favorite Mortal Kombat guys? Because mine is Ermac, who I believe that shows up in this game. But Ermac never got any focus. That's what I always hate. I wish a Mortal Kombat game where the main characters are like Smoke, Reptile, Ermac, Aaron Black.
Is on the way.
Aaron Black is
You
probably
won't
the
get
coolest
far.
fucking new Mortal Kombat character. Like, he was introduced in 10, and he's already a fucking... What happened to the voices? The voices were gone for a sec. What happened? His voice line cut out.
Fans think my moves are all wire-working special effects. Truth is, I am the special effects. Round
Gotta kick Kano's ass and save the girl with the huge hits. And if you don't remember, in the first part of Revelations, because it came out in 2 parts, right? Like, first they released the first 5 episodes, and later, like last week, they released the second half of the series, right? So, in the first part, at the very beginning, Tila and Andra, before they resurrected He-Man and met Evil Lyn and like ran into any significant characters, they met Lockjaw, I believe his name is, the guy who looks like a metal jaw,
wins.
and they also
Round 2.
met the, I forgot what the guy's name is, I think his name's Cyclops, because he gets like a eye laser, and they turn into, after Skeletor died, or supposedly died, he didn't really die, after that, they turned into like cultists, and they were worshipping what they called the motherboard, which is like a cyber virus that turns people into cyborgs, which was actually really fucking awesome. And the very end of this show, Skeletor shows up in their fucking place, and he's wrecking their place and yelling at them like, "Why did you abandon me? I wouldn't have lost if you guys were by my side." And then
Round 3.
Skeletor tries to destroy the motherboard, which is like a, like a big statue that they worship. And then motherboard turns out has like a force field around it, and Skeletor's like, "What the hell?" And Cyclops and Lockjaw, that's his name, grab Skeletor, and then the motherboard comes out of it, and it's like a big fucking robot girl. Very hot. And fucking, she turns Skeletor into one of the cyborgs, and it's like, what the fuck? We don't really see his transformation, we just see like him getting injected with the virus. I guess nanomachines or whatever. That was a pretty messed up scene in the first part where they were trying to save a little girl who was about to be turned into a robot. And they were like, "Are you okay, little girl?" And then she turns around, she has like a metal tentacle Like it was too late.
Thanks.
No problem. Who is that guy anyway?
Kano. No last name, Kano.
His name's Kano.
Black Dragon, I believe,
He was an
leader.
informant in our Black Dragon investigation.
Yes.
Big-time arms dealers.
An informant? Why would he inform them on his own fucking team? Unless he was like a double agent.
So that's not a costume? You're actual military?
Special
Yeah, you
forces.
might be
Yeah.
surprised.
So you know about this threat to the world stuff,
Your
right?
tits being out is
Involving the
according to
Capitol.
regulations.
No idea who you're talking about.
It just allows her to, better, I don't fucking know what.
He'll have to
It
wait.
serves as a
I appreciate
distraction
your help, Cage.
to when she fights
Right
enemies.
now I've got things to take care of.
Certainly
My
fucking
CI's
distracts
locked
me.
up on this island somewhere.
Face
I
is
have to
ugly, I
find
hate
him.
her. I fucking hate Sonya. She sucks. At least with the other ninja girls you can kind of understand it, but with Sonya she's supposed to be a serious military girl. It's so fucking dumb, but the episode's over. See you fellas in the next episode, bye.